The New York Jets are blown out by the Jacksonville Jaguars 48-20. They moved to 3-11 on the season. This is the post-game breakdown live show. Gang's all here. I'm Ryan Sampson. It's Frankie Vittorini from U Stadium. I don't have much to say. Jets suck. Defense sucks. Brady Cook sucks. Aaron Glenn sucks. Steve Wilkes sucks. Isaiah Davis sucks. The only good thing is Isaiah Williams, maybe. There's not really much for me to say here. I'll let Frankie talk for most of this post-game show. But right now, this team is dead. This team is dead. This franchise is dead. This is the lowest I think I've ever seen this franchise. There is no positives to take out of this game. There's no positives to take out of this team. And I feel for Jets fans like myself and Frankie who have to sit through this slop and watch this. Brian Costello was right before the game on Friday saying it's going to be Jets versus the remote control, because I think a lot of people turned that game off, and I can only imagine what the attendance would have been if it was here at MetLife Stadium this weekend. But what just an awful, embarrassing, disgusting performance by Aaron Glenn and his team today. They had no business being in this game. They look like a AAA team, if you want to use a baseball analogy today. Nothing they did well. Honestly, Frankie, wouldn't shock me if they fire Steve Wilkes after today. His defense was a joke today. They had no competition at all. They didn't compete. They didn't fight. There was nothing good from the defensive side of the ball. That's all I really got to say today, Frankie.
Yeah, Ryan, today was an embarrassing performance by the Jets, man, especially that defense. I mean, Steve Wilkes, your MO in this league is your ability to call defenses. You've taken a defense to the Super Bowl. You pride yourself on being a defensive guy. And that's the product you put out there today? I mean, Trevor Lawrence had the best game of his career today. For the first time in his career, Trevor Lawrence threw for 5 touchdowns, ran for another. And if he played that whole game, Ryan, he might have had 8 total touchdowns on the day. He might have had another 2. He was definitely going to have another 1. And our head coach, now I'm going to start pointing the finger a little bit, man. Listen, if you want to put all this blame on Brady Cook and on Mason Taylor being inactive, and again, a Breece Hall game, Ryan, how many weeks are we going to have now? Breece Hall, 12 carries for 23 yards.
What's he supposed to do?
Ryan, how many weeks
are we going to stacking the box against him?
Break one out, man.
Against the stacked loaded box? How are you going to do that? I'm not going to argue with this. I think it's a ridiculous argument that you're making about Breece Hall. It's an undrafted rookie quarterback. I'm going to say this right now, Frankie. Be real. It's an undrafted rookie quarterback. There is no running back in the NFL right now that could have played with Brady Cook and broken one loose. This offensive line, while everyone says it's pretty good, can't really run block that well. And when teams know all I have to do is really stack the box, play one-on-one against not really good separators at the wide receiver and tight end level, what did you expect them to do offensively? Stop. There is nothing to talk about offensively for this team. Okay. No one gives a flying crap about the offense today because Brady Cook is an undrafted rookie. You have 0 expectations for him. You have 0 expectations for this offense. And Breece Hall has a knee injury to this week, Frank. So if you're going to go after him, I think you're picking the wrong freaking thing to go after today. Go after the defense.
I am going after the defense. I'm specifically going after the head coach. I brought up the offense to put it in perspective that I'm not blaming the offense, although I can blame the offense, and I think we should put a little bit of blame here and there. But overall, I'm with you, Ryan. I'm blaming the defense. And specifically, I'm blaming Aaron Glenn, who is a defensive-minded head coach. On the other end, they have Liam Cohen, an offensive-minded head coach. Both first-timers coming in. How have they looked so far? How are they looking in their 10 years? One guy's 10-4, looking like they're going to compete to maybe be the 1 seed, and we're 3-11. I mean, like, listen, I know this season's over. I know at this point we're just waiting for it to end. Please, JETS, just end the season. Like, seriously, I can't wait for the season to end. But, I mean, at what point are you going to question the preparation going into the week? I mean, right. Trevor Lawrence could do whatever he wanted today. He had a perfect day. He's going to have he's going to have an 87 QBR on the 1 to 100 scale. It'll be somewhere near 90.
Because it was passer rating of 136, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
perfect passer rating.
Yeah, I mean QBR, like the ESPN stat.
Yeah, I know, but he had a perfect passer rating today.
I'm not surprised. Dude, I'm not surprised.
5 touchdowns.
Yeah, one rush, he had 50 on the ground too. And honestly, like, I mean, listen, ETN really didn't do much on the ground. I mean, he made up for that though with 3 catches, all of which went for touchdowns. Sorry, I know you played him in fantasy. I'm sure that was that was a thorn to your side. But or 3 thorns to your side. But man, you know what, man? At the end of the day, this team came into this week and they were obviously short manned without Mason Taylor there. And Tyrod was out, so we started, as we brought up, Brady Cook. But I mean, it was embarrassing, dude. It was I'm not. Is there anything that gives you any confidence that even if we do draft Fernando Mendoza, that this is going to change in a year? I mean, this is a real rebuild, y'all. I'm just saying, don't take that word rebuild lightly. This is a rebuild. We're really at the bottom pits of NFL franchises right now. We're really starting from zero in a lot of ways. So, that's all I have to say on that point, man. And again, I wasn't trying to point out Breece Hall, but he's the only guy I'm looking at going into the game, right? Like you and I, when we watch every game, we've been watching every snap, unfortunately. He's the only one that you're like, oh, he might be able to do something spectacular, something to get us some points on the board. And I haven't seen it in a month from the guy. And I'll go this far, and sorry, I'm going a little bit too far, but I'm going to go this far. At this point, you're crazy if you think I'm going to sign up for that James Cook money for Breece Hall. I'm not doing it. And unless I see a little bit more, I'm not ready to go there. But we're going to have a long offseason to talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a ridiculous narrative. Again, you keep bringing up Breece Hall. I think he's the last
I'm waiting.
person. You're
1.9 yards a carry.
No, right, James Cook, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry. No one could have run behind that offensive line today. No one. They get 0 push up front.
Ryan,
it's that bad.
That bad though? No, I'm saying, is it that bad that it's got to be under 2 yards a carry?
They have nothing going offensively. Nothing. Frankie, the game was over after the first drive. They had 0 chance in this one. Their defense is not talented because they traded away Sauce and Quinnen. And now that you don't have talent on the team, they're just not schematically a good team either defensively. So if you're not talented defensively and you're not schematically at an advantage, what does that mean? You're going to get hung almost 50 points on you in a game. And you make Trevor Lawrence look like an absolute all-star, all-pro. The Jets defense was the biggest letdown today. I had 0 expectations for the offense from Breece Hall, who has a knee injury for a running back. And you're deciding to go after that. I think it's ridiculous, dude. Stop.
It's a
go after the things that need to be go after right now.
Right? I'm not talking about today. I'm not stupid. I didn't think Breece Hall today was going to take his 12 carries and turn them into 80 yards to 100 yards. I didn't think that. But I'm just waiting. Ryan, I bring it up on our preview show every week. Who's the key matchup? Breece Hall. 2 weeks in a row. Whatever. Breece Hall's, you're right. Breece Hall's not the right person to point any fingers at today.
Look at this. Jacksonville Jaguars coming into today had the 3rd best rush defense in terms of yards given up this season. And they're also top 7 in the NFL in least amount of yards per rush given up.
I know.
But that's all on Breece Hall, Frankie. It's all on Breece Hall. The Jets offense stinks because Breece Hall stinks. Stop. The defense was an issue today. An issue. And Steve Wilkes needs to get fired. That man has no business being a defensive coordinator in the NFL anymore. I'm getting heated because you're bringing up the Breece Hall thing. I have 0 desire to talk about this game. I have no emotion anymore about this team. This season sucks. It's the worst I've ever watched in my life. Believe it or not, it is. It's worse than 2019 or 2020, whatever the frig it was. 2020 was not even close to as dysfunctional as this team is right now. There is 0 fight. There's 0 competition. And there's nothing positive to take away from this team. I am not going to go on and say special teams has been great for the Jets. Nick Folk, 41 years old, is kicking awesome field goals for us at 51 yards. I don't care. I don't. This team is going nowhere fast, and they're going to need to fix it with these picks real fast.
Yeah, and that's really everything, man. That is, today was just a little bit, I would say, of a culmination of a defense that has just looked lost all damn year. Again, these misdirections and just when guys are in man coverage a little bit too long, we don't have the horses out there and we don't have the scheme. I mean, you said it, that 2 touchdown. Remember, you even brought up like that was an amazing play design.
The Jets can't handle play action. They have no idea.
And they can't handle play designs like that. Did you see that zone? They had 2 guys in the same spot standing right next to each other on that touchdown pass to Tootin. It's like, dude, this team. I just, you know what? Let's have a little session right here, okay? What are you looking at these next 3 weeks to just sort of come to peace or have closure on this season?
There's no peace with this team. I'm sorry, that's the truth. I respect the question. I think it's a good question, but in all honesty, if you think there's anything you're taking away from these final 3 games or 4 games in the season, Frankie, you're grasping at straws. This team is dead. They want the season to be over. Aaron Glenn probably wants the season to be over. And to be honest with you, the fact that there are diehard Jets fans like Jetman canceling his season tickets next year because he is so done and despondent from this team should tell you everything you need to know. They have beaten the life out of us as fans, and they've beaten the life out of their own team. And Aaron Glenn has completely dismantled this franchise. That's what he wanted. He wants the full rebuild. I'm just telling you all, this is going nowhere fast. There is no positives for this Jets team right now. 0. Like, the offensive line was not that great today. Really wasn't.
No, they weren't. I'll agree with you there.
The running game did nothing besides the one Isaiah Davis pop off for a touchdown. Brady Cook, while it's nice he got his first touchdown, which was a miracle in my opinion for the undrafted rookie, he was behind and late on almost every throw, Frankie. He's lucky he didn't get picked off 4 more times. Like, there's nothing positive about this team. And I'm not going to get emotional about it anymore. I'm not. No, but it's true. Like, I can't get emotional about this team anymore.
It's the same thing every year.
It's the same thing every year.
It is.
So that's all I got, man. I have nothing else to say about this. This is going to be short for me. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do these post-game shows anymore. There's nothing to talk about. Like, I don't even care what Aaron Glenn says. I don't care if he says and sets his hair on fire and goes, we're going to win a bunch of games next year. I don't care. I don't. You've beaten the life out of football fans that have been dedicated to this franchise, that the franchise has given nothing back. Nothing. Like, I don't understand why we keep doing this to ourselves, where we try to get ourselves hyped up for these games or even just emotionally ready to watch this slop. And it just gets worse and worse every week. I'm telling you right now, it's only going to get worse next week against the Saints. You're going to be playing a bad opponent, and you're going to be like, how are we looking this bad against the Saints? That's what's going to happen next week.
Dude, the last couple weeks, or the last 2 weeks, right? The play chart looks identical. First quarter, you had the Jaguars, 9 plays, 72 yards, touchdown. Jets, 4 plays, 3 yards, downs. They didn't get that 4th down, which was a bad play call on that 4th and 1. That reverse to Breece Hall was just not done well. Then Jacksonville gets the ball back. Ryan, sure enough, 5 plays, 38 yards, touchdown, 14-0, game over, 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter, over. Last week, there was 7:20 left. So maybe I told you we're a minute better this week in terms of the game being over or not. But listen, at this point, though, we're judging this team on a week in and week out basis. We gotta look at the positives with this roster and the negatives. And I'm with you. I don't see many positives. I'll say this. Adonai Mitchell had some nice plays today. Adonai Mitchell, excuse me. Adonai had some nice plays today. Dropped a few too. Isaiah Williams obviously got robbed on that punt return, which was complete BS. They changed the number though. If anyone recalls, they didn't put it on 32. They actually gave it on 30, who was actually blocking out of bounds. But I think they just did that to cover themselves because it's like if you're out of bounds and inbounds and out of bounds, that's a penalty. But he was already out of bounds, whatever. That was it though, man. Like, you're right. Isaiah Davis had that nice little run, but yeah, this O-line I think struggles a little bit when you have a front like Jacksonville does that has some big boys up there. Trayvon Walker's a big boy. You know, Josh Hines Allen's a big boy, and they seem to struggle a little bit with those big guys up front. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, this Jets team is just this season's just been a wreck, man. And they just really need to figure out what they're going to do with these picks, like you're saying, and who the new quarterback's going to be. They need a new quarterback next year. I don't give a crap where they're drafting. They could win out the next 3 games. I'm just saying, and be picking 12th. You got to figure out a way to get a quarterback. I don't care who it is. Draft a rookie. If you guys want to start whomever to start the season next year, but this quarterback play, it's just an avalanche of shit, dude. For years, it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. Like when you think it can't get any worse, the quarterback play, it gets worse, dude. The quarterback play this year from week 1 till now, Ryan, was worse than it was last year, obviously, than Rodgers, and it's worse than it was with Zach Wilson. We have the worst quarterback play in football every week.
It's been like that for years, buddy.
You know?
Just looking ahead at Tankathon. Jets are currently at the 5th spot. Let me zoom in here. Miami lost. Oh, stupid ads. I hate this stuff so much.
Tankathon has the most, dude.
They know
you know what site has the most ads too? You ever go on Awful Announcing?
Yeah, they're bad too.
Oh my, man. I was trying to get to a video on there. I'm like, holy smokes, how many freaking how many pennies you getting with these clicks?
So Jets currently 5th after today's loss. Their strength schedule is 539. Cleveland's got the tiebreaker over them. They're going to need a quarterback. Shador threw 3 interceptions today. Titans are playing the 49ers right now. They're probably going to lose that game, so they'll stay with 2 wins. That Giants, that game today stunk, and the Raiders got shut out today. So if the Jets have any hope of moving up, they got to lose to the Saints next week, who has 3 wins, and they're playing the Panthers right now. Maybe if the Saints can beat the Panthers, that'd be the 4th win for them. That would be huge for the Jets. But next week is the big one, the 1 versus 2, the Giants versus the Raiders. That's going to determine really how this top of the order of the draft is going to be, because the Titans aren't going to pick a quarterback. Raiders, we need them really to come through and win that game next week against the Giants, but the Giants are competitive today. I mean, somewhat against the Commanders, but yeah, that's Tankathon. That's what every Jets fan is going to be watching more than the game itself.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that because I'm under the impression that if the Jets were to make a trade, I just think, and it's a weird thought because this isn't brought up, but I think the Giants, I'd rather them be, I guess, a team with the first pick
than the Titans.
Yeah.
I think the Titans are giant. I think you're actually better off the Titans are a number 1 pick.
Really?
Yeah. Titans though don't have the strength of schedule against the Giants. The Giants do, so you're gonna have a tough time either way. But yeah, I think you'd have a better time. You'd have a better chance trading with the Titans than the Giants.
You don't think there's any relationships that could be had there, though? I mean,
no.
we did that Breece Hall trade with Shane. I mean, that was just whatever. Wasn't a big trade.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Titans would definitely move the pick for sure. I mean,
yeah,
they have their quarterback.
And I think what the problem is you're bidding against the Raiders, right? And
that's what it is.
Unless the Raiders lose next week, which I think they will against the Giants, which means they'll have the number 1 pick, and then it's all a moot point. Like they're taking Fernando Mendoza. Unless Dante Moore comes out and they love him more.
Yeah. We got to really root. We have to root for Dante Moore.
We got to root for the Raiders next week. That's what it's got to be.
And
if the Raiders win, I think we're in a good spot. Like we could trade up. We have more ammo. But it doesn't really matter. None of this matters. It really doesn't matter anymore.
Are your thoughts, because somebody asked me this, someone DM'd me this and wanted us to talk about this, and I'm like, how many times are we going to talk about this? But have your thoughts changed at all on Aaron Glenn, or you're just where you're at? Like this season's a lost cause.
It's a lost cause. I can't evaluate him on a lost cause. I think next year is when you really get evaluate him. He gets a full off season to draft his quarterback, trade for his quarterback, sign for a bridge quarterback, and then see what he does to acquire talent and see if any of these young players get better. But his first step, Frankie, no matter what, has to be one and done with Steve Wilkes. Like you need to find a new defensive coordinator. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say about that. Today was another embarrassment by him. The guy sucks. The Jets suck. They're the worst team in football, in my opinion. The Raiders might be the worst team, but the Jets are the second worst team.
Yeah, I felt like whatever they wanted to call today. I mean, the last couple of weeks, last month, it just seems like whatever a team wants to do script wise, they can just run their plays. It's like they're freaking playing offense on air. It's like there's no one out there. Yeah. They do whatever they want.
All right. You got anything else?
No, but are you up for something? Are you up for giving some flowers today?
No, I think we're done with the flowers. For the rest
of the all right, no more flowers. We're canceling flowers
for the rest of this season. That's for sure.
All right, flowers have been canceled.
They've killed the flowers.
Yeah, the flowers are dead. The vines are gone. By the way, I started watching Stranger Things. You ever
Great
see
show.
It?
Great
awesome
show.
Yeah, I'm on season 2. I'm like halfway in. It's really good.
Wait till you get to season 4.
That's what everyone says.
It gets better and better.
So people said season 3 was a little bit
I like it. It's different.
Okay.
It's different compared to the first 2 seasons. It's a different take. But season 4 they really turn it up. And I'm rewatching it all right now. I'm on season 4, so.
And season 5 is the new one.
Yep.
And it's in 2 parts. And the first part
3 parts.
And the first part's done.
Yeah, it's 5 episodes. It's like 4 episodes, then another 4 episodes, and then I think like the finale.
All right. Yeah. All right. No, because I'm on the episode with the vines. That's why I brought it up. So with the vines.
VJ New Jets air raid defense. Well said, buddy.
Air raid defense.
That's a post-game show, Frankie. If you got anything else.
I'm done, sir. It's a pleasure, and
God bless Jets fans that watch that.
I knew Jet fans that went there to the game. Hey, at least you're in the sun. Hey, it's better watching it there than watching it here.
That's
right.
For sure.
We got some snow today, so
I'm about to go shovel again for the second time today. So
I'm with you, brother.
All right, thanks, fans. We'll catch you next time.